You want a specific desire, but your attention and your focus, your awareness is on things that you don't want. Why is that? It's easier to focus on and put your attention on things that hasn't happened yet. The feelings, those feelings of fear that comes up, you believe that, yeah, that's it. That's you that's feeling it. You want you want that desire, but your attention is on the negative, and you're unconsciously doing that yourself without even knowing it. When you think about your specific desire, you have a certain feeling, you get happy, and you probably have a purpose as to why you want that specific desire, because it'll probably make your life better. What if you want to be healthy, you want to look good, want more money, you want all that, but you're focused on how you're going to get there instead. You're focused on the possible obstacles that might be in your way, and you're trying to solve something that hasn't even happened yet. And you're using up all that energy instead of putting your energy on already having it, into the awareness of you already having it. What you need to robotically do is put your awareness on what you want at all times. Even when things don't even seem like it's happening for your good, you need to be like, no, this is happening for me. Because why not? You're here to you're here on this earth to experience and to live. Like, most people are on survival mode and think that that's normal. And I just don't believe that. I believe that God put us here for us to experience, for us to live in abundance. I believe that that's true love. True love is us getting what we want. Why would we have that desire if it's something that we're not going to have? If God is everything, then what does that make us? My name is Tamily. Tamily is not God. The awareness of Tamily is what I believe is God. You who is watching this video, you're aware of watching this video. That's God. That's you. And for us to put that same awareness on what we do want and it working out for us and it being good, then that's what it is. Everything is happening right now in this present moment. When you're aware of something, you're aware of it right now. When a memory of something that happened to you yesterday, a few years ago, that's you're remembering that right now. So when you're aware of that desire, whether it's in your imagination or even it's a thought, that's happening right now. So why can't you believe that what you're aware of or what you want is happening right now? You need to put your awareness on the identity and the version of you that already has it. When you remember that, oh yeah, that's me, because it is you. It's happening right now. Our eyes literally, we can only see 0.00, I don't even know, 0.0035%. We can only see 0.0035% of what's happening. The rest of the 99% is what we cannot see. So why is it so hard for us to believe in what is in the unseen than what we can actually see? And I get it, duh, we were raised on the physical. We were raised on what we can see is what's real and what's reality, but science and literally what's true and what's telling us, like visible light is telling us that we can only see not even 1%, less than 1% of what we're actually seeing. And we can't put our focus on who we actually want. We can't put our focus on what we see and feel in our imagination. It's so easy. Like, why are we okay with just settling with what we don't want, just settling with it, with not having our desires because of what the outside is telling us? When you're God, when your awareness is God, you have full power, you have full authority. You need to take that authority that God gave you and use it. Stop being scared and stop using half of it. You're already using most of your energy for shit that you don't even want, for all the negative shit, for talking shit about yourself, for talking shit about others, for believing on what's happening on the outside instead of what you know is true, which is that you're God, you're the creator, you're everything. So it has to work out for you. Everything is working around you. Everything is happening right now. Something that seems like an inconvenience is happening for me. I don't know all of it, and that's not my job. But I trust in myself, I trust in God. That is everything, literally everything. To know that I'm safe, I'm well provided for, I don't need to worry. I can really rest. I'm going to put my awareness and my focus on that because that's what matters. That's what's real. That's how I get what I want. Focus on that. I don't care what thoughts are telling you otherwise. I don't care what you're feeling. I don't care what your siblings are saying. I don't care what your mom is. I don't care what your friends are saying. What do you say? What do you want? Do you want it? Or are you comfy? It's giving you're comfy, and that's okay. But don't be oh my gosh, all sad because you're not getting what you want or shit isn't working out for you. You don't want it to work out for you because why are you focused on that? Focus on you. Focus on what you want. Focus on your power. Focus on knowing who you are. You need to robotically do that. You're doing shit that does not even help you. And then you're getting mad at other people when it's all you. When I discovered this information about knowing who I am and knowing what this is, I didn't take full control of what I wanted. Even though I wanted full authority, a part of me didn't want to take full authority because when circumstances or bad things happen, it was just like, why would I do that to myself? Why would I let that happen? If God is everything, then those negative circumstances are allowed to happen. Why would we only want the good things to happen? I get it, but I get only wanting good shit. But for us to know who we are, we have to go through those perceived negative circumstances for us to really know who do we set out for us to choose. It's really for us to choose who we say that we are. We can see the bullshit and be like, okay, that doesn't have nothing to do with me. I'm still this. Your bank account is literally in the negatives and you're still saying you're rich. Everything you like, your business is literally failing and you're still telling yourself you're a millionaire. It's that level of knowing yourself and trusting yourself that everything is working out for you. You need to robotically put your attention on what you want. And I didn't want to do that because thoughts would come up, thoughts with emotions would come up and be like, yeah. Or shit that you wanted to happen but didn't happen. You're just like, yeah, I mean, and so why would it work right now? When I wanted something, I didn't get it. What's different this time? What's different this time is that you're aware of who you are. You know you're the source. You know everything comes from you. So I could rest. You need to robotically put your awareness on who you are and on what you want, despite on what's going on out there in the external, in the 0.0035%. You're focused on that. I want to, like, you're focused on the 0.0035% and not the 99, and not trusting yourself and not trusting that everything is working out for you. We need to robotically put our awareness on what we want. That's how we get what we want. Take full authority. Believe in that 99% that you cannot see. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. Trust God. It's a two-way thing. You can't say you trust God and then you don't trust yourself. Like, what? That's an insult. God is working through you. He can't do this without you. It's a collaboration. That's what creation is. It's a collaboration. He needs you. We need him. We've been doing this shit by ourselves, and that's why our lives is shit. That's why we're not happy. That's why we're not at peace. Involve God. Trust yourself. Most importantly, trust yourself. Yes, trust God, but please trust yourself just as much as you trust God. You're doing the right thing. But what you need to focus on is what you do want. Robotically put your awareness on what you want, and you will get what you want, because that's what the collaboration with God is. You're aware of what you do not want, and so that's what God is giving you. What you're aware of what you do not want. He's always collaborating with you, but you're aware you want something, but you're aware of something else. You're a flip-floppy ass bitch. Let's stay in the middle, and let's stay here in the knowing, in the now, that everything is working out for me. All things are working for my good. I get what I want. I don't care what the 0.0035% is telling me. I'm here. I'm well taken care of. I trust myself. I trust God. And that's it. And I rest. I be still, and I know that I am God. I'm working with God. I am God. And I'm one with God. And so it is. And you need to trust yourself and believe in yourself. Know yourself as one with God, as everything. You're the source. You're the source. So even if that negative circumstance, like even that negative circumstance, you can be calm. You created that. Okay, I created that, so then it's not that bad. I can rest because I obviously got through that. Why are we willing to stay in the mud when we can get out of it? Literally, we can just go through it. But we don't like, we see the circumstances, and we're scared, and we stay there. No, it's not over. That means it's not over. There's still more. And what is it? It's what you want. That's what's next. After all that, that's what's next. We don't need to stay in the negative because that's not the end. The end is what we say that it is. And if the 0.003% is not what we say that it is, then it's not done. It's not over. There's still more that needs to happen that leads us to what we want. But what are you going to be aware of? You need to robotically put your attention on what you want. That is how you get what you want. You need to robotically do that. Trust yourself. Okay. Sending love. Bye.